that urge to say, well, I'm not hungry, but that looks good, so I'm gonna eat it. Just because that's the case, that don't mean that you just ate a full meal and now you say, and that's another thing, like us as, and I'll just say even us as Black people, like we have a habit of saying, well, I just ate, so now it's time for dessert. No, like it's not necessarily, you don't have to have something sweet after everything you eat. Right. As far as a meal is concerned, that's not necessary. That's tradition. So that's all that it's discipline and self-control, like, and just learn, like, want to do better.
Yeah. And my thing is, go ahead, like DeMarcus said, he wake up at 4:30 and he feels fine. You know, just think of these people who eat fast food every day that are, you know, so intelligent, but they just so tired. They so groggy. You know, they wake up with just a bad attitude, and people just deem them, you know, angry people. No, they're not giving their body the correct fuel, the correct oil. You know, if, like Kerry said, we cars. If you putting the wrong stuff in your car, it's not gonna run. Yeah. So just think of so many people, and like we say, and usually in our neighborhoods, we don't have Whole Foods and everything. We got Walmarts and fast food liquor stores and fast food. So it's like our brain's not even working properly. We waking up, we from the jump we groggy. When other people eating right, they're waking up at 5 a.m. with a smile on their face, ready to work, with their brains ready. You know, they're ready to do something. So it's just tough. It's tough, man. But if I know organic food costs a little bit more. I'm gonna put that out there because I've been in the store and it made me think a couple times too.
Absolutely.
Actually, it does. Because if you spend your money on organic food versus, well, of course, all the unnecessary food, you don't really eat as much organic food as you would trash.
It makes sense.
Look at it that way. Like, you might spend $200 in a week to feed yourself. If you going to, and I've done it myself, believe me, you know, these guys are in shape. I have been fat, okay? Like, I was close to
okay.
So I understand comfort eating. Like, I was single at a time, and I used to go to Saltgrass and Waffle House almost every day, like literally almost every day. They knew my name. They knew where I sat. They knew what I was going to order. Like, I could come in, sit down, just wait. Like, they already knew what I was going to get. But I got to look at my finances, and I spent like $800 on food a month by myself, just me, by myself, $800. That could feed the family. Mm-hmm. But when you eat healthy, you don't eat as much. You learn how to stretch. You start making stuff yourself. Like, we literally have stuff, like some of this stuff is plants, because I don't know if y'all can see, like, we got stuff actually growing here. Like, you find better ways to fuel yourself. And it's like diesel versus gas. Like, you get some good gas and you're gonna last long. Like, check your bill out when you go buy all the sweets and all the stuff for the family, and then check your bill out if you try to eat healthy. Like, I guarantee you, if it's not the same, it's actually less. Okay. If you get a bunch of junk and go out and buy junk, and when you put them two numbers together, and your finances is junk, a whole lot of junk.
Yeah.
All I have to say.
Yeah, if you're eating off the earth, there's a lot of different things that you can prepare with your meals that are more. You can kind of create variety within your meals and your diet with more natural types of foods. Not even versus like you just organic. You know, they do have a lot of organic options that's popping. Like, you go to the organic store, the Whole Foods, and then the Whole Foods got organic everything. They got organic Lucky Charms in there. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you really go straight to the earth with it, like, you know, if we could get to a point where we are acting as farmers in a sense, and like you said, keeping plants in your house, having something in your backyard where you're growing like squash and growing tomatoes and things like that. Because my mom has a friend that she uses rainwater to actually grow her plants, and she has like a setup, you know, and she grows a lot of her own vegetables and things of that nature. She's Jamaican. They believe in that, bro. It's big. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then, you know, got the roots back there, and she'll make the detox drinks. I have no idea what's in it, but I know if you got any type of cough, like I got this little throat thing going, that's gone. Like she gonna knock it out with you get one cup of that, it's gone. It's gone.
Whoa.
Ain't go play with you today. None of that. You be
you know, I feel great.
You like, what? I don't know what's going on. I'm ready to run a 100, but it's like it's different, bro. It's a different. You crazy.
I was just coughing 5 minutes ago, and it's gone.
It's gone now. But it's man, natural is steroids, bro. Like if we really go to the earth, that's what God wants us to do. That's why when we tap into that, bro, it's a whole different level, bro. It's a whole different level. And people want to use these energy drinks. I do it, you know, I do the caffeine thing and things like that. But when I tap into like this, the straight natural everything, bro, it's a totally different energy. It's a totally different energy. And I'm really an advocate for it. And I'm constantly trying to find more ways to be able to get more natural with everything I'm doing. So that's why I really wanted to touch on that, bro, for real.
Yeah. And you said something big right there. You can almost scratch organic. Natural. Let's go natural, because you're right. I've seen organic everything. Yeah. Put some vegetables on your plate. Get some fruits. Don't go with no organic. Like
bite into something with some seeds in it. Bite into something with some seeds. It ain't got no seeds in it. Ain't right. I'm gonna tell you,
ain't right.
It ain't right. They done genetically did something crazy to it. The government got their hand. You know what I'm saying?
They got some things in the whole with the FDA, food, drug, and the FDA, to where it can be deemed organic as long as the last, 3 or 4 months or the last few weeks it wasn't quote unquote tampered with. So tampered with for 12 months, crazy. 2 months it wasn't tampered with. They could slap an organic sign on it. So
yeah,
you get too caught up in
listen, and they upcharge for it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it ain't even real.
Yeah, man. So hey,
I just wanted to say that Chris's hat says that God is dope. It's not referring to drugs, but carry on.
Jay Jones, we got another topic on there, brother. Man,
please,
man.
Do we have another topic?
So topic, why did we bring him on?
Yes. Let's talk about that right now.
Gets back on the show. Knowing what he's doing.
We know what he's going to do.
Who is responsible for this?
Who is responsible for this move?
Self-care practices, things you do to zone out. Just have your own little, even with kids, I know parents are like, I don't have time. If you can make 15, 20 minutes, come home, get a little peace and quiet for yourself. It sounds selfish, but at the end of the day, if you're pouring everything out everywhere, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be on E. And then you snapping on everybody, you know what I'm saying? You know, when you're on E, you're just like, get out of my face. If you come home, do some self-care, lay down, meditate, listen to some music, however you want to do, read a book, turn on the PlayStation if you're a man, you know what I'm saying? However you want to do it. There's different ways to take care of yourself. But I think everybody needs to try to, get some self-care in, to refuel yourself, because, when you're on E, you just feel like a whole different person. When you're on empty, you're just like angry at the world. So what's some things y'all do for self-care?
Just a quick tidbit. That's a positive word that we should use to translate that mindset, because when you hear selfish, and I understand too much of it, too much of anything is bad, but too much of it can be negative. But there's nothing wrong with being a tidbit selfish, because you have to take care of yourself. So take that negative part and turn it into positive, like he said, self-care. It's in the same realm as selfish. You're talking about yourself and doing stuff for yourself, but to put in a more positive perspective, self-care is necessary, because like he said, the parents, relationships, by yourself, charity, whatever, like you got to have something for yourself, and you'll get to a point. I love doing stuff for people. I love helping out people and everything. I get to a point like, wait a minute. Okay, you ungrateful words. I need to go get away.
Yeah.
So you gotta take care of yourself. And self-care is healthy self-care.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to
healthy self-care.
Yeah, not trying
healthy self-care.
Excite, somebody using dope.
I be trying not to laugh at him.
Me?
I be trying not to laugh at him.
100 though. He's right. People, he is right. Healthy self-care. Absolutely. Because everybody seems to think whatever the methods of self-care is are absolutely necessary, and they are not. You do not have to divulge into all of these different avenues of self-care that you figured out, through your life. Some of this stuff is not working, okay? It's not working. It's killing your pockets. You know what I'm saying? It's killing your brain cells. It's killing your liver. It's killing your lungs. It's doing all types of stuff to you that's really working backwards for you if you're talking about really thinking about you. And I think the positive connotation that you're talking about, trying to create that for the self-care idea, to me, it's like self-actualization is how I've kind of shifted that paradigm in my mind, is because the more I learn about myself, the better I am for all of y'all. Oh, well, this is the last one, bro. He done. He out of here, bro.
Not coming back, bro. This is your last one. You better make it. You better make it count.
You have a great time, brother. You have
make
a good time. But no, man. Like I was saying, man, you gotta be able to say, if you double back on your self-care, it's got to be doing something good for you. It's got to really be good all the way around. You have to be learning yourself. Like, you really have to be. I'm a big fan of meditation, which I know can be done in concert with prayer, or it can be done in concert with a workout. For me, because I heard one quote, and I'll let y'all go, that when you breathe, and anything that incites more breathing, it becomes a spiritual experience. And that's like deep breaths. Like, if you take 10 deep breaths and let them out, it's spiritual. If you want to take the spirit out of somebody, you choke them. You go get a monk and you choke him, and he's going to lose all his spirit because he can't breathe. But once you breathe, it starts to become more holistic. Yeah, for real. It's all in the breathing. That's why in yoga, they take the time to, become one with themselves, and they get centered, and and it's like, now you can actually let that come in and out. That good energy comes out now at that point. So I'll let y'all touch on that a little bit. But yeah, self-care, that negative connotation, we got to ditch that. You gotta ditch that and get more so on the positive sides of it, because there's a lot of different ways to self-care, man. If something don't work for you, try something else.
I always say that, like, the better you are, the better version of you that you are, the better version of you that you can be to other people.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm not at the best version of me, or if I'm not at a great version of me, then whatever version I'm at, that's what other people are gonna get. Boom. Whether it's intentional or unintentional.
Yep.
Like Real said, like you on E, you snapping, and you probably don't even know you snapping at people, and they just like, bro, what's wrong with you? And like, you don't know, because for one, you already on E, and now you're not taking any time for yourself. You may be doing, like Kerry said, the other things that really you don't have to do. But like, I just think that once you become, or once you not even become, but once you realize that you have to work on being the best version of yourself, you get a routine when it comes to that, then the energy that you give other people will be positive.
Yes, sir.
That goes from, siblings, parents, aunts, uncles, anybody, to even your children. As a parent, I can't show you the love and the affection and the, happiness that you need from me as a parent if I'm not that stuff myself. If I'm not showing myself love, if I'm not, making sure that I'm happy and I'm good in an area in my space, then when you come to me as a child, like you said, you're gonna be like, get out my face, or wow, why you doing this, or go over there. Like, that's how you're gonna be. And then that causes you start thinking now, when you do that and you snap and they go upstairs, and now you just like, man, I was kind of harsh, or I should have, so I think being the best version of you, like you said, healthy self-care, that even goes back to what you put in your body. You putting bad stuff in your body, eating everything that, you can get your hands on this. Is like now that's the energy that you're giving off because you groggy. Now you're giving off groggy energy. So I think it's important to make sure that you work on being the best version of yourself, and not even just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Whatever it is you do, whatever time you have to yourself, like you said, even if it's 15-20 minutes, take that time to do that. It's important. Take that time. Don't let nobody interrupt that time, and don't substitute that time for something else. Like, your boy saying, hey, we finna go out. All right, y'all gonna have to give me 20 minutes, because I gotta get myself together before I do anything. So don't substitute, don't alter, don't, because that's important.
And being in your own space by yourself, I think is big as well, because you're talking about like going out and things like that, before to check yourself and be like, yo, guys, I need my time. By yourself is important. Don't let these people come and be with you all the time and say, oh yeah, I take care of myself. I'll be with my boys and no, bro. Like, that's not self-care. That's not your self-care time. Is just you. It's just you reflecting on your thoughts. It's just you recharging. It's just you getting to that place where, like you said, I can create an influence for my family, for my friends. I can be that source for them. Like I'm full now. I fill myself back up and I'm ready to see y'all again. Like, I'm back. Hey, y'all, I love y'all. Now I can give y'all love again. Because if I don't dip off, it's gonna be ugly.
It's gonna be trouble.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good.
There's a reason why they call it peace and quiet.
Peace and quiet. Absolutely.
Hand in hand. They go hand in hand, man.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Self-care. Sloan used to come to my apartment. I'd be in the dark watching highlights by myself. I'd be like, bro, I'm zoned out, man. Watching Allen Iverson highlights today, Kobe tomorrow. That's what I was in Abilene. Wasn't much to do. I like sports, so
I used to call Jerell Patrick.
Yeah, he said I used to be under a rock. The dude on SpongeBob. He said, Jerell was lifting his rock up.
Lift his rock up, go to work, get back under his rock.
Yeah.
I'll be like, what you be doing under that rock, bro? I'm coming.
Nothing.
I go to know he be in there just like folding his head, just chilling. I'm like, this man don't need nothing to stay in it, like just in his little space. He good. And I used to be the one, trying to go move here, move there. And I think during that time, that's why I was real stressed out in general, because I was wearing myself so thin, because I would work. And then I was like, okay, I'm done working now. It's like, party. Go out, look for people. I'm like always stretching myself thin. It's like you work all week, then you get to the weekend, and now you partying, and then you get to the week again, now you working all week, and I'm not sleeping. And it got to a point where I was just like, bro, I'm so burnt out. Like, I'm so burnt out. And then getting a girlfriend helped me out, because it kind of slowed me down a little bit, and I could kind of reflect, which is why I'm an advocate for people finding somebody. They didn't work out for me, but I'm an advocate for people finding somebody that you can disclaimer. But
he said PS.
It didn't work out. But finding somebody to kind of just slow you down and be able to, get to where you streamline your life. I think when we got our life spread out, when, some guys, younger cats, you may have, multiple people you seeing and things like that, you spreading your energy out. Like, you don't necessarily have your energy, and you don't own your energy, especially when it comes to multiple partners and things like that. Your testosterone levels ain't where they need to be for you to really go and attack your goals. That's a whole nother conversation, Demarcus, that I don't know if they ready for now. I don't know if they...
Hey, this is DeMarcus' last podcast anyway.
Right?
You might as well just
you might as well take the leash off.
Let him go.
Let him go. Get him out of here.
It's something that y'all touched on, and we as men, we as black men, like, understand that your energy, keeping your energy, positive energy, and one thing that Kerry just kind of said, women do teach. I give women credit for this. Women take time out for themselves.
Oh yeah.
mamas, whatever they is. They go get their nails done, their hair done, they go get their feet done, they go get pampered. They like, I got to get away from everybody. See you later. Y'all on your own, cook your own foods tonight because we having a girls' night. I'm gonna go in my room and read a book or whatever. And like you said, we get so consumed and do, work. Then we get, 28, 29, 30, and we burnt out like, ugh, I just feel exhausted. I'm tired of doing stuff for people. I'm tired of doing stuff. I ain't went nowhere. Like, you didn't put any of that positive back into yourself. So that's a good thing to elaborate on.
Yeah, these women, man, they natural nurturers. Like they they can just nurture things. They just are really skilled at being able to preserve things, and they teach you how to preserve yourself. So having good women in your life, they'll kind of rub off on you. You know what I'm saying? If you got good women in your life, whether it be your mother, your sister, your girlfriend, whoever, they'll teach you to go get pedicures. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your feet so you ain't walking around here and your feet like, damn. As a man, like, when I'm coming up, I'm not thinking about getting no pedicure. But like after I started getting them, I'm like, man, I ain't even got to worry about my toes curling over in my shoe and my toenail breaking off no boy.
For real. All my socks got holes in them with a big toe at. I'm like, well, how that keep happening?
I don't understand.
Can't even wear your slides because you like,
can't wear my slides. A hole in all my socks because my big toenail just sliced. It's a whole knife out here.
Hey, bro, for real, they had you right, bro. They teach you the ways, in regards to taking care of yourself, and that's something that we gotta do. We gotta keep.
But you know why? Because a woman would teach that your health is your wealth, and like you said, if you got a good woman in your house in your life, they want you to stay around.
Yeah,
they don't want you to die because you're not taking care of yourself, or to be in some hospital bed laid up because you're not taking care of yourself. Like, my girlfriend does the same thing. She's like, she sometimes is nagging at me, but she'll ask me questions to set up appointments and everything. I'm like, I'm not doing that. And then I go to the appointment and find out something like, okay,
yeah.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, they got that intuition too, dog. They got the intuition too. It's always stuff they be telling you to do. Even man, I ain't gonna mess with that. And then you find out later, you like, what? They be like, well, you should be doing this. You be like, oh yeah, I mean, she's looking at you. You ain't trying to look at her. You just trying to keep it straight.
Yeah.
Like you don't see us burning a hole in your face. Like, yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
But nah, man, it's critical, dog. It's critical.
That's good. Now, Sloan, I'm gonna switch it. You got it from here.
All right, man. So, I actually was supposed to prepare a little better for this. I didn't, but it's all good though. We got it. We got it rocking anyway. We got it rocking. Hey, procrastination, DeMarcus, procrastination. So, at its finest. So, what I want to know, man, we like to do something where we rapid fire questions, and we want you guys to get a complete thought out. You know what I'm saying? So when I ask the question, you just get your thought out. It's not necessarily one sentence. Just whatever complete thought you can get out, and then we'll move on to the next person. All right. So the first question I'm gonna ask is this is gonna start with DeMarcus, is what is your why for why you do what you do?
What is my what?
Your why.
Why do you do what you do? Family.
Why I do what I do?
What's your why? Who is your why? What's your why? Like, okay, I guess this is a confusing question. Coach Burleson, shout out to Coach B, he used to ask us this, and we knew what he was talking about. Why do you do what you do?
Why do I do what I do? I do what I do because I love the feeling of enjoying life. I enjoy life. I hope Chris doesn't mind me saying this, but I know for a fact that me and Chris have been in some places in life that most people don't enjoy. Going from pillar to post, not really having home. And not to elaborate, but that was the simple part of it. But we still enjoy life. Like, I didn't get up and give up. I enjoy life, and I like the people around me to enjoy life, even if it's a small sacrifice of my own. So That's my why. Like I enjoy life. I guess it's the God in me or whatever. Like to live life, have more money. It's not even about money. Like I'm one of the people that want to get money so that we can all enjoy life. Like so, my why is just for us to enjoy life. Like not to be depressed, not to be down. You know, thinking that it's the end of life. Like everybody who knows me, if you have my number, like you can call me at 2:00 in the morning. Like I'm going through this, I'm doing this. I'll talk to you till the phone go off. I'm not too good at charging my phone, so my phone might die.
But it will die.
That's fact.
It's gonna die.
It's actually going to. It's not probably.
It's actually going to die.
But he gonna call you back. He gonna call you back.
He will call you back.
He will call
you back though.
He will call you back.
My why is that's my why, the enjoyment of life. For me, first of all, I'm going to enjoy life. Like my tattoos mean something. I have a tattoo that's right here that says, if I wake up, it's a good day. And the next sentence says, if I don't wake up, it's still a good day. Because I'm going to enjoy life. And the afterlife, I plan on enjoying that too. So that's my why.
So I want to go ahead and take that next, and I appreciate you giving that. I think my why is just, and I'm gonna kind of keep it to the format a little bit, brother. But I'm gonna go ahead and say that I want to make as much of an impact as I could possibly make within my realm of doing that. You know, I want to touch as many people as I can, just spreading love, just straight love, like no type of ulterior motive. What'd you say?
What'd you say? I want to touch everybody, as many people as possible. I was making sure people talking about, you know, that you're not talking about kids.
Not kids. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually touch everybody. Because at the end of the day, I know that we have a lot of different things that impact us, and I know when I'm gone, I just want people to say, man, that was a good man. You know, that's, I mean, at the holistic approach of what I want is that was a good man. That man tried everything he could to help as many people as he could. So that's my why.
Chris?
I think why for me, why I do what I do. It's gonna sound similar to what DeMarcus said, but it's because I believe, like he said, we've had similar experiences. But why I do what I do, is because, like he said, I want to enjoy life, but I understand and I've experienced what it is like to not enjoy life. So because I don't ever want to go down that path, and because I never want to see anybody else go down that path, if I can do something, if what I'm doing can shed some light to you or prevent you from going down that path, then that's why I do what I do. Because I know what it's like to, you know, not enjoy life.
Yeah.
So because I want to enjoy life, and like DeMarcus said, I want other people to enjoy life, and I don't want anybody to have to experience the things that I went through. So that's why I do it, because I want people to know that, you know, you act, and it's cliche, but you actually can make it out of whatever it is. Because if I can, you know, I know you can.
Got it out the mud, literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Respect.
But nah, mine, I'm gonna take a different route on it. I'm just gonna say, I mean, everything y'all said, and then legacy, family legacy too. Like I want to kind of, you know, leave something for my kids, for my grandkids, and then they better hold it down when I'm in heaven, looking, you know, like, hey, legacy, baby. You know what I'm saying? If I do have kids, but you know, just that last name, that family, I kind of want my family to kind of have that prestige behind it. I'm a little competitive, so.
Yes.
So I got another one for y'all, and this one might, you know what I'm saying, this one might get y'all a little bit. So I want to know, what was the single most important life experience that you had? What was the single most important life experience that you had? And I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, I know y'all probably thinking a little bit.
Man.
I'm gonna touch on it, man. I'm gonna touch on it. So the single most important life experience I had is actually a tie. It's actually a tie. So I think the number one is my daughter being born into this world. I think that day, I don't think I've ever been the same person since then. I mean, it's a total 180 that happened in my life. I was 20 years old. She came into my life, and I immediately felt like, if I'm not a man, then I am nothing. That's pretty much what it was. So it was like, I got to figure out a way to figure out this manhood thing, and quick. And I dedicated my life to that, and I think it kind of got me to the point where I'm at now. I never saw anything that followed that experience. I never saw none of that coming. And then also, like, 1B was kind of personal to me, but I feel like we be doing enough podcasts where I could be transparent with whoever is tapping in. Is losing my father to the prison system as of last year for 15 years federal prison. And I say that because it taught me that with the situations that we are in, the way they play out, we really don't know how they could play out, and we really don't know what holds or what's being held in our future. God has plans. No matter what God's plans are, you need to be daily, hourly, down to the second, intentional about what you're doing, because you know, this is all we got. I mean, at this moment is all you have. You have to be able to see the value in these little moments, and be prosperous and fruitful and intentional. So whoever
anyone else got theirs?
Who will go next?
Okay, all right, I'll take it. So what was the exact question again?
Single most impactful learning life experience.
Life experience, learning life. Okay, so I'm gonna go with as a grown up. Okay, so actually the moving to Montana thing, being away from everybody, was really like impactful to me, because I feel like in Texas, Houston, for anywhere, I always had somebody to call on. So if something happened here, oh, hey, DeMarcus, my car stopped. Hey, Chris, I'm hungry. Like, just anything. Jaleesa, cook, you know what I'm saying? And in Montana, the closest person to me was Texas, Louisiana, that I just could count on, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like at night sometimes I'll be like, you know, I'm hungry. I got snow tires. I mean, I don't have snow tires. It just made me plan ahead a lot. I used to have to buy food 2-4 weeks ahead because I never knew when it was gonna snow in Montana. I had to get my clothes ready, just everything. I had to do everything for myself, which it was very impactful. I mean, it helped me so much, because now coming back to Texas, I mean, I know I can still count on people, but I know how to do a lot more things by myself. You know, it just kind of taught me how to. I mean, I was 28, 29, whatever, but it still taught me how to be a man up there. I really had to be a man. So I think going up there, getting away from everybody, it made me change a lot of my childish ways. A lot of things I used to do, I don't do anymore. I mean, I still have fun, but I used to have fun, you know, fun, you know, too much fun all the time. So I just kind of chill now. I'm laid back. I mean, we can drink a little bit, have a little fun, but it ain't like, let's turn up every week, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it just kind of taught me to read more, self-educate. I had a lot of time on my hands, because on the weekends when the other coaches was going out with their families or with their friends, I didn't really have family or friends. So I read books. So I think that impacted me in a positive way a lot. So I'm gonna say shout out to Montana.
Montana. Hey.
Montana Tech.
All right. Anybody else got the idea?
I ain't mean to hit y'all with the bomb, man.
Not the bang.
The bang. Bang. Bang.
Luka Doncic.
That's how we get down. That's how we get down.
Marcus, you want to go? You want me to go?
Mine's kind of dark. You should go.
I was gonna say mine probably ain't too far. So you want me to go?
Dark stories.
Go ahead, dope man.
I think I'm gonna take the route that Kerry took and say I probably have a tie. I think 1A for me would be probably losing my parents 3 years apart. I lost my mother at 13 to a car accident where she wasn't even driving; she was the passenger. So that was in 2005, and it was literally the day before Hurricane Katrina. So like I was living in Louisiana, and she died, and then the next day literally was like Hurricane Katrina. So ended up having to move back out here. And initially I moved with my dad, but he had gotten really, really sick, and like he couldn't even take care of himself. So I had to go and live with my grandparents. And then he eventually died in 2008 when I was a junior in high school, and I found out I was at a football game because I was in the marching band. So the football game, came home, I'm excited, you know, get ready to, shower, chill out, eat, and then boom, hit me with the, hey, he didn't make it. So I think that's would be 1A for me, just losing them. Because a lot of times I feel like that, even from my dad's standpoint, like we didn't have the best relationship. But I think I'm thankful to God that, before he died, our relationship kind of got mended. We spent a lot of time together. Like he would come to my basketball games, and like he was he was deaf, like he couldn't hear. But like moments like he would call me, and even though he couldn't hear me over the phone, like he would text, he would say what he was gonna say, and then I would text him, a response. So it was like, even though, communication may have been, kind of
a little spotty at times.
Yeah, spotty. We still made ways to, communicate, and he still made it a point to try to be involved, and rekindle that relationship. So I would say 1A for me would be losing them. It kind of made me grow up a little faster than I wanted to. At 13, losing my mom, kind of being on my own, I feel like I gotta, do a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have to do at 13. I would say 1B for me would be, I guess my and Jerell and DeMarcus know about this, but my previous relationship that I was in, I think that was like a defining moment for me. And unfortunately, in a lot of ways, it was defining in a negative way, because it actually took me to a place that was literally like equivalent to losing my parents when it comes to like depression and, just not knowing, what to do with, with myself. So that relationship, man, like, and, unfortunately, I'm still dealing with some of the kickback of it today, even now, but it's definitely not as bad as it was. But yeah, that relationship took me to a place where, I would call DeMarcus sometime at night, just crying because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to handle certain situations. And like DeMarcus would actually be mad. Like he would be like mad, man, like fighting.
Not DeMarcus.
Yes. Like he would be mad, like he'd be so upset because he knew how genuine I was as a person. And to see me, just being taken advantage of, taken for granted. And I think it's important as a man too to be able to, it doesn't demasculate you just because you had that type of experience. It doesn't make you less of a man.
Right.
So, just having that experience, and I can say that now it has even made me into the person, that I am. Like DeMarcus said, being homeless, trying to figure out where I'm gonna sleep tonight, where I'm gonna sleep the next night, where I'm gonna sleep this night. So where I'm gonna get food, how I'm gonna get around, stuff like that. So it definitely, like he said, it made me say to myself that no matter what, I'm gonna make sure I enjoy life because I never want to get back to that spot. So I would say that those, like Kerry said, those two would tie as like a life-defining moment for me.
All right, dark number 2.
All right.
Look, I had to blink. I had to blink 8 times when Chris was talking. I already knew. I still had to blink.
Yeah.
All right. I have 2 biological kids. One's living, one's not. I had a son that was born 9 months, 5 months too early. Was born as a preemie, and for those people who have kids, when you have a child, I learned this. I heard this, but I didn't understand it, of course, until I experienced it. But you don't understand what the depths of love is until you have a child. You have your own child will push you to places that you never thought you would go, never thought you had the strength for. It will give you a new finish line, a new limitation, everything. My youngest son, spent the majority of his life in a hospital, connected to machines, breathing machines, everything else. I worked probably on average 14 hours a day, overnight, and from there going straight to the hospital, talking to doctors. I was there before the doctors, talking to doctors, making sure nurses was on their toes, learning every medical term that I had to learn to make sure that my son enjoyed his life. And it pushed me to a limit I can't even tell you that I even knew I had. I just did it because I felt like I had to do it. Like there was nobody else. He's my son. I got to do it. He suffered from for the people who have ever watched, what's the show with the Walking Dead? There's a scene in The Walking Dead where they meet the doctor, and the doctor is telling them that it's a brain damage, that when people die, it eats your brain and then they come back alive. If you ever watch the show The Walking Dead, that scenario is a true scenario. It happened to my son. He had a brain disease that literally ate his brain. Like, just ate it to where all he had was his brain stems. They told me, you know, he would never do a bunch of things. They said he would never cry. They said he would never do all kinds of stuff. Well, he cried. He drank from a bottle, using his own strength. He would sit up. He would open his eyes. We would pray every morning. I got pictures where he was a preemie and he would grab the front part of my finger, and it's like he knew I was there. So that's the dark part. Not to get too deep into it, but the thing that it taught me, and I hope it will teach everybody else, is what I got right here. Enjoy life. It's not guaranteed. It's not granted. It's not whatever. Enjoy your life. Enjoy the people around you. At the end of the day, enjoy as much of life as you can. I know they got a hard time, and believe me. And for the people who know me, I placed my own son in the ground. But I still enjoy life. It's the hardest thing I've ever done, and it's probably the hardest thing I ever will. But he enjoyed his life, and damn it, I enjoyed mine. So that's
Absolutely, man. And I think to kind of just go into that, you know, when I asked this question initially, I knew it was gonna kind of be something that pulled on us a little bit, but I really appreciate y'all being transparent as y'all have been, because at the end of the day, everybody does have heartache in some degree, and to be able to be transparent with one another, I think that helps us be able to make sense of life, you know, because our struggles are our greatest tools. And that's what's made us the men that we are, is the things that we've been through. You know, these the most impactful moments sometimes that really drive us to no end are those things that it's harder for us to even bring back. And a lot of young people for sure, man, need to know that, you know, just because you go through something does not mean it has to floor you. God did it for a reason. God does every single thing in this world, every single terrible situation he's done for a reason. He's done it for a reason. We trust God. You got trust in the plan. You got trust in the plan. But to bring it back to a lighter note, man, I appreciate y'all brothers for coming on here. Jay Jones over there, you gotta blink it out, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on. We gotta do one more thing.
Oh yeah.
I need to know, golly. I need to know, like, tell me what y'all be listening to these days, man. What's on the playlist? I need to. We give out songs, and people. We need to give people games before we get off. What's on the playlist, Chris?
Man. All right. So I don't know if any of y'all know Lucky Day. There's an artist. His name is Lucky Day. Has two songs that I really like. One of them is literally called Roll Some Mo, like ROLL some and then MO.
Yeah.
Roll some mo.
Why you make that face, like?
That's my fault. I opened that door. So
right.
He just walked right in. But anyway, yeah, like honestly though, like it's really a chill song. Like it's really like chill, and that, and he also has a song called Ready for Love. He has the it's like a shortened version, but then he has also an extended version of it, and I like both of those. And also the Roll Some More song actually has a remix that has Wale on it, and like it's pretty, like it's vibey. Like I like
getting it right. Look, every time somebody says something I don't have, I get it. Lucky Day.
So those are just two that just kind of off the top of my head. But Lucky Day, man, he's a really, like, I like his music. It's really chill. Yep, that's it right there.
Well, a young cat? What, he a younger dude?
Yeah, he's young. And like he actually, if I'm not mistaken, obviously the BT Awards that was before Corona, he performed it, and he actually performed that song.
Okay, so he an up and coming artist, like
yeah,
up and coming.
Yeah,
that's good game.
And Wale as a feature, he got to be mainstream up and coming.
Exactly, and actually it has Wale on the remix. It has Wale and Ty Dolla $ign on it.
Oh, okay.
He
made it. He made it.
Yeah.
Wait, is he signed to anybody? He signed to anybody?
I don't even know. I don't know for sure, but hopefully not. Hopefully he's kind of doing his own thing, because like I said, his music, like all of it is like just really, like he has some other songs on that album too that's just like it's just real chill. Like, he has really chill music. Like it's some music like, like that type of like just cruising, windows down, and you just turn that on and it's just like, it's really good.
I'm gonna tell you.
All right, DeMarcus, what you got? Old school?
Right.
I like I listen to a lot of rap, but I like more, I don't know if it's conscious rap or how people want to describe it, but I was listening to Nipsey Hussle before he died. Like, Nipsey Hussle is if it got Nipsey Hussle on it, I'm listening to it. I just want to hear what he got to say. He speaks a lot of life into a lot of situations. So Nipsey Hussle, they got this guy, I think Jerell introduced me to. No, Nate. Nate watching, I know he watches a lot of times. Saha the Prince. Saha the Prince. Like,
Saha the Prince, he old, ain't he?
Yeah, but he still go hard.
No, I'm just saying. Is he good music? He good music, right?
He good music. He would Jay and them.
So he's still making music though? Is he still like making new music?
He write them, but he don't do it. He wrote Sun is Down, Freezing Cold.
He a big time ghostwriter. I know he ghostwriter. And I didn't know he was still making music though, because I haven't heard from, because Big Sean brought him up the other day and he was like, yeah, me and Saha, and I was like, Saha, I was like, he coming. I like, because he was hard. Like I remember when he came out, I just didn't hear anything but one project though.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking, like, does he still make projects or does
I don't know.
I'm sorry, Kerry. We were talking about the music that I listen to, and maybe it's an old CD. I knew. Maybe it's not a 2020 CD, but everything in 2020 fucked up.
All right, man.
Whoa. Gotta take that off the pot. We done. Look.
Hey, look, man. I just didn't know.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's it. That's Zero, but Zero is not real pop. That's my dark side.
I wrote it, man. Wrote the Vandross.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey,
alrighty.
Nah, for real talk, it's been a good one, dog. I feel like we've gotten to a point where, like I said, the information that we shared today, a lot of people could benefit from it. I know it took a lot out of us, but the reason why we do this is to be able to. What's up?
What music you listen to that's new?
we don't hear every weekend. We trying to get the game from y'all and we download.
Let me before he wondered what I'm listening to. Let me tell you what I'm listening to.
Key Glock.
Not recently.
Key Glock.
So a lot of the music I listen to, I scope the landscape. I'm more of I just go and check it out, see what everything going. So I just downloaded Cold Red by Moneybagg Yo and Black Youngster. I have Young Boy, Never Go Broke Again. I got his album he just dropped. And I'm listening to UGK, Too Hard to Swallow.
Oh.
Yeah. But look, wait a minute. I didn't say nothing was wrong with the old school now. I didn't say nothing was wrong with the old school. I'm just saying.
I'm still making music.
I just question. I got to answer the question. You know what I'm saying, Chris? Like, I was just trying to figure out, like, is
Thanks.
No, when I said Saha the Prince, he acted like the man was dead. He was like, he'll make it music. He alive?
This nigga still here?
Oh, I thought he was straight ghostwriter, bro. I thought it was all he was doing. But nah, man. And I know Jay Jones. I know he listening too. He got that Young Boy. I saw that the other day when you had got on there. You listening to Young Boy hard right now.
Give credit to a new artist that my son listens to. Jay the Youngin. He has. I can't listen about all, but Lil Baby, not the baby, but Lil Baby. Lil Baby got some hidden gems in his music that a lot of people
trying to tell Sloan, he ain't that hard. I'm like, bro,
He got
I feel you. I feel you, Sloan. I feel you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all crazy.
I think he's right now. I think he's really good.
No,
for right
he
now.
hard.
He's relevant. He's relevant.
B+ artist.
No,
he's relevant.
B+
Go pull up his lyrics. Just pull up his
Go
lyrics.
listen to the album.
Bigger Picture. On Bigger Picture. Is that what you're talking about? That song.
Not even Bigger Picture.
No,
Like they got
the whole album.
Yeah, go actually pull up his lyrics.
I'm gonna have to.
Bro,
We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah, research.
We're gonna have to. Yeah.
The whole album hard. The whole album.
That got introduced to me that I done kind of jumped into his lane, and he's in a whole different lane than what I'm used to. Is Toby? I think his name is the one.
I was just about to say. Hey, now that dude.
I've been listening to him too.
Hey, Rel, remember when y'all was over here the last time? That's what I was playing. I was playing his album.
Yeah, because of like I heard the Try Jesus. It was funny and it was sketchy and stuff. But when
download that today.
I got it.
Baby goat. He the baby goat.
But no, chill out, J. Jones. No. Toby, whatever his last name is.
I think it's like Ilwingwe or something like that.
Nigwe. I think that's how you say it. He got a really good song called the Houston Tribute Medley.
Yes.
You heard that? Yeah, that's amazing.
Yes.
Oh man, I love his work. I think he does some really good work.
And the fact that even though obviously, not saying anything about anybody who does, but like he literally does all his music where he does not use profanity. Like he doesn't like.
Yeah,
it
almost surprises you because with the style of music he has at times.
Exactly, and that's
words that come out, they don't.
and they don't. And that's what I was gonna say. Like it's surprising. It's catch you off guard because it's like okay, like this hit, but like where the cuss words at, like where the but like he does it, and it's just like, but it's still good though.
Yeah, he's very aggressive too. So.
Yeah.
But it's real enough for us to digest. Like we can feel it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can connect with it.
My computer battery was full when we started, and I got about 7 minutes.
About 7 minutes. Nah, man.
My battery about to die.
always a pleasure to have DeMarcus. He always has some type of adventure for us on the podcast that we get to navigate. I love.
This is last time.
This is his last time.
You're done.
Usually
You're done.
Man, now we gotta bring DeMarcus back. This is definitely DeMarcus' last time. We have enjoyed the experience, DeMarcus.
Hey, wait, but the fact that he said that so politely though, he said we gotta bring it, but nah, man, this is the last time, man. This is it for you.
Jay Jones always be like, bro. He's like, nah, bro, nah. I'm like, yeah, good for it.
This is it for you, brother.
I apologize. 2020 has really been messed up.
Look at his face.
Hey.
My God.
Hey, dog.
Bye.
Real talk, man. It's been a blessing to have you on, brother. You brought a really good perspective to the podcast, and we have to bring you back as well. Jay Jones, another one, dog. I got to get back to work, man. It ain't over right now for me. Teacher life. I got about another 2 hours solid. So, y'all brothers be blessed. I appreciate y'all, and we out.
Thank you, man. Thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely. Peace and hair grease.
Absolutely. Peace and hair grease.